Hey VV Nation, Glenn here. Welcome to our 6 p.m. video. We always put out a 6 p.m. video on Friday. Glad you're here, and I'm glad to be here. I am the senior stock market strategist for VectorVest, and the market, by way of what's going on currently right now, by the time this video will come out, there'll have been a reaction to the Fed. Jobs report will come out, unemployment will come out, and a lot of things could be driving the market in one direction or another, or the market may not still have a full idea of where it wants to be. So with that being said, I wanted to put out a list of stocks for the month of February that you could feel comfortable with, even in the current market scenario. So what does that mean? Well, let's go into the software. Here I'm looking at the VectorVest composite on a 3-month graph. Where's the composite? Right at the level of a high, of a 3-month high. The market's looking like it's getting to the point of being overextended again. How do you invest in a market that's overextended? Well, what's pushing the market out right now? We have a lot of irrational exuberance, which is still pushing the market higher. Can we still go higher? Absolutely. What happens if we get back to the levels where the market was overbought? Well, the market will pull back. We didn't get a healthy pullback here. I still think that we've got more down to the market than up. But if the market still wants to keep going up, I'm not going to stop you from having the ability to still make money in the stock market. So the stocks for the month of February are going to be good quality stocks that are defensive minded, and you're going to understand what I mean by being defensive minded. All right. So from that perspective, I still think that the market's got more downside than up. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to be a realist. I only try to be a realist. So what we're going to do right now, we're already in the software. Let's go to the viewers tab and let's talk about the stocks I have. I got a lot of stocks here, right? There's a reason why I have a lot of stocks. I want it to have diversity for the month of February or any month we're looking at, to be able to hone in on what stocks are really moving before you pull the trigger on them. If I just give you 5 and you just go with those 5, you don't have any other options. But there's a bonus to this. All right. This list is going to be separated by 2 different means. You're going to understand as long as you stay with us all the way through the video. So the first side of the video, companies that we know, Abercrombie and Finch, Stealth Gas, IESC, MI Homes, Rolls-Royce. That's going to be the first part of this video. So I'm going to highlight the stocks from Abercrombie all the way down to Rolls-Royce. Remember I talked to you about being defensive minded? Well, all of the stocks, with the exception of one, have options attached to it. So if the market still has upside and these stocks still have price appreciation potential, you can ride these up. But if they start pulling back and the market shows signs of pulling back, because they're optionable, you can sell covered calls against these. Why would I sell covered calls rather than just get rid of them? Well, I can appreciate getting a premium to offset the downside because these are good stocks. Notice that every single one of them is undervalued. All right. All of these stocks have relative values above 1 nicely, as a matter of fact, so they all have good upside potential. I don't need all the relative safeties to be above 1, but I want all of the stocks to have relative timing telling me above 1, telling me the stocks are in an uptrend. These are great quality stocks with all the VSTs above 1. The CIs are all above 1, which tells me that these stocks go up more than they go down. So even in a downtrending market, these stocks can pretty much stand on their own. But if the market does pull back, I can sell covered calls. Most likely, I'm going to get a good premium because the volatility in these stocks is going to probably be high. It'll offset the price depreciation. All right. That's part 1 of the video. You know me, I always like to bring a little bonus to the party, right? So with that being said, let's talk about the second set. Looking from AVK all the way down to NVIDIA. Now, before I start to talk about why I like these stocks, and if you're brand new to the channel, this is where I invite you right now. Take a moment. Go down, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when videos like this come out. Also, if you like what you saw so far, make sure you hit the like button. It's a way of letting us know that it was worth it for you to stop by today. All right, Now, let's talk about these stocks. Notice that just about all of them are ETFs because the RVs and RSs are right at 1. Powell and NVIDIA have relative values and relative safeties, both above 1. RT's above 1, VST above 1, CI's above 1. Notice as well, all of these stocks are buy recommendations as well. So what makes this list different than the top? I'm going to explain that to you right now. I wanted to make sure that if I am looking for stocks in the current market condition and the stock's price go down, how can I offset the price decline? Well, I can offset the price decline by looking at dividends. These stocks at the bottom of the list have nice dividend yields, and they all have dividend safeties above 50. Well, dividend safety is cast on a scale between 0 and 99. The safer the dividend, that's a good thing. That's what you want to look for in a dividend. So the second part of the list is specifically looking at good dividend yields. Now, Powell and NVIDIA, the yields are not nearly as high, but I like to be able to find high dividend yield stocks that have good safety, and that's what these bring to the table. Now, the cool thing about this as well is that you can pick and choose from either side to offset or make a good list of stocks for the month of February. Normally, we give you about 5 stocks. Well, I wanted you to have more flexibility in the stocks that you could find to take advantage of for the month of February. Now, I'm going to be able to have all of these stocks here, and at any given time, I'll be able to see, well, hey, I gave you some stocks in February. How did they work out? I got them all here for you. All right. So from that perspective, I like the ability to be more diversified in the stock picks. How about you put all of these stocks into a watch list, actually put them into a paper trade portfolio, and from that portfolio, only go into the stocks that are moving higher. That's a great way to make sure that you're in the stocks that are moving. Again, all of these stocks are buy recommendations. Let's do one last thing. Let's go take a look at the top list, view the stock graph, put these on a 3-month MPI. A lot of these stocks, because I like them and because they're going up nicely, they all have trend. Just about every single one of them have trend. The trigger may be getting you out, but if I'm looking for stocks to hold for the whole month of February, I'm paying attention to trends. So there's Abercrombie and Finch, there's DFH, found a level of support, but trend is still in play. Found the level of support, but trend is still in play. Now, when I can see a stock is getting close to a level of support, though, I might take that off the list. But I think based upon the fundamentals of the stock and looking at the option play on it, I still think that this is a good play. We'll see if this level of support holds. Geos, we got trend and we got trigger. ISC, we got trend and we got trigger. MI Homes, we have trend but no trigger. And in the last stock, we have Rolls-Royce in a channel. I would definitely like to see it break out of this 3-month channel, but the trend is still there. All right. And as far as the stocks at the bottom of the list or the bonus plays, these are all option plays. I don't really need to check well, we can still look at their graphs, but I'm really relying on the dividend and the safety of the dividend. Here we go. AVK, I got trend, I got trigger. IGR, I've got trend, no trigger. NRO, remember, these are all dividend paying stocks. I got trend and trigger. Wow. NVDY, wow, look at that. Trend and trigger. THW, I got trend and I just got trigger again. All right. Powell, a little bit more risky in the play. Was this an earnings? Yep, that was an earnings play, a little bit of dark cloud cover. I'd be careful with that. I do have trend and trigger, but I would be careful with that. And of course, NVIDIA rock and roll and right at a level of resistance, I got trend and trigger. So with that being said, folks, that's what it's all about for the month of February. And I think if you want me to keep doing these, I like to do the weekly ones, my top picks for the week. But if you like having top picks for the month, type in the word month. All right. I'm trying to make sure that I can bring all of the good things that you're looking for to the fray. All right. We're going to start getting as soon as next Monday. We're going to start start getting back into the top 5 weekly picks as well. All right, so I'll provide you with my top 5 weekly picks on a weekly basis, but once a month at the beginning of the month, the Friday at the beginning of the month, maybe if you want, I'll start looking at the monthly picks. All right. With that, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Don't forget, interact with me. Let me know if this is something that you'd like to see. Folks, this video is over. I hope you have a great weekend. See ya. Hey, VV Nation, Glenn here, and I want to invite you to our next International User Group Forum. These are people from all over the world and enjoying a user group online. This week, or this Saturday, February 3rd, from 11 to 1 p.m., we're going to be hosting that group. And on the agenda, we have the urgent global market news, trade ideas, and color guard reports presented by me. I will be your host this week. Next, we're going to have a keynote presentation done by Todd Schaefer. It's going to be called The Prudent Approach, used to make 19% in 2023. And he is the manager of research. Once again, folks, it's this Saturday, February 3rd from 11 to 1. We'd love for you to show up. People from around the globe will be there, and it's going to be an exciting time. So make sure you join us February 3rd from 11 to 1 p.m.